Yeah, well, Greg, thanks very much for this opportunity. I tell you what, it's bucket moments, bucket list stuff for me this weekend. My first trip to Kyalami ever, and to come, as we heard Hannes about the record crowds. I mean, 293 cars, and what an absolute pleasure to be here and to be joining you here. Another memorable occasion for me, and another one to tick off of my bucket list. So looking forward to a fantastic race here. I mean, all these BMs out, and there are some very quick cars out on circuit here. So I think, as you said, it's going to be a bit of a challenge to keep up with all of them, and I'm still learning my feet around the circuit as well. Where's where? So
where everything is.
I'm going to be guessing a lot. The cars, beautifully prepared cars. I mean, Lorero in that the number 11 car. I don't think I've ever seen such a quick BM in my life.
But in this pack, you've got the likes of classes A, B, C, D, and E. So each of the categories. Cara Ninoba, a little bit out of shape there. That's one of our lady drivers. The lucky girl, not so lucky out of turn 4 there.
Just having a look at the sideways shot of the car on the track there. That's one thing that has absolutely blown my mind, is the width of the circuit. I mean, this circuit is absolutely world class. Not just the
that's
circuit.
Rob Gearing getting out of shape.
Rob out of shape there as well.
Sure, that was a huge moment coming down into Crocodiles. So Bob Neal up in a second place now. Into third is Ryan Nike. And then that is Carlo Garbini ahead of Andreas Meyer. That's the German in shot right now. That's an ex-South African touring car that he's in.
Correct,
but not with the original engine. He's changed it up to a turbo engine now, 2-litre turbo. He was battling a little bit with the naturally aspirated car to stay with these Class A and B competitors out front. Class C at this stage, is that going to be a battle possibly between Trevor Long? And as we go through there, I'm just going to try and pick up on that. It could possibly be Jan Everstein as well involved in that Class C fight.
Yeah, but, and Devon Robertson in the number 20 car. At the sharp end of the Group C. Gary Martin's right up there as well. So that's also going to be an interesting little battle within the battle. Yeah, Class D, Nicholas Herbst right up there. He's the leader of the D class, ahead of George Economides. Ari van Heerden in third in that battle. It looks like we're going to change a position as the cars line up to challenge yet another.
Big moment coming out the entrance to barbecue. That's the 37 car out of shape.
Well saved there, managing to keep it going in the right direction.
Only just though.
Another one onto the grass. That's the race leader, the number 11 car.
It is. Paulo Loureiro has some problems.
He's got some problems. I noticed when the shot of him coming down the pit the main straight past the pits, there was a big puff of black smoke out of the back of the car. So it looks like that has expired on the side of the track, and we just hope it's not terminal. But with the amount of black smoke that we saw out of the back of it, it looks like it could be game over.
You can see some pressure being put onto Rob Gearing here as well, coming from the 48 car of Nick Macris. So Macris seems to be into the mix there as well. Those little cars having some fun and games of their own as they go up to the top of the hill. The 31 car as well now into our shots. One thing as well, Brent, that we're going to pick up on, which I haven't had a chance to talk to you about, is the format of racing here today. Slightly different to what we normally have.
Absolutely.
It's literally 20 minutes as you roll out of pit lane.
As the cars leave pit lane. So that is robbing the spectators a little bit of a spectacle. But on the other hand, it's giving them such a wide variety of classes to showcase here today. And I mean, I just can't believe the crowd when we arrived here this morning. The amount of people that were already in here, and the people just. The queue of cars, I mean, four wide coming into the circuit.
So Van Vuren with Alan Hilligan just tucked in behind there as well. He's normally an easy car to spot. There goes the track taxi. It's the 330 car. It's the estate version of the BMW 330. And Matt Wadley having a good run in that mid-pack of sort of Class C and D all combined. How's this for a fight?
Oh, Wadley very involved in the battle there in the 330 car, the station wagon. Always great. Car sticks out like a sore thumb there with the rest of the saloon cars, but always a great competitor is Matt Wadley.
I'm not quite sure why Rick didn't make it out, because Rick was actually second quickest yesterday in qualifying. Didn't see him roll out onto the line at all, so there must have been a problem on his car too. Not
classified, so he's a non-starter, so we'll try and find out and let you know for race 2 what the issue is there with the two Lorero cars. But I just caught a glimpse of the 36 car, the man from Port Elizabeth who's made the trip up, Murray Ellis, racing down in Class E, and chatting to him quite extensively last night. I've never seen a man smile so big. He's also, bucket list stuff. He's just absolutely enjoying every single second out of the track. He said he could go home already after just having driven 2 laps of the first practice that was cut short when he broke a lower control arm. But he's just absolutely loving every single minute of it and going well. His times have improved. We've got another man parked there. Trevor Long parking.
Trevor Long joining the 93 car on the sidelines. So that's definitely not the way he wanted to finish up his race. That is for sure. 1 lap to go for Bob Neal. I was chatting to him. He actually parked just down the road from where our studio is here, underneath the old Goodyear Tower. And flag actually out. So it was the last lap for the back markers. Flag for Bob Neal. I was about to just say, Bob Neal telling me this morning as he drove past here in his big rig, saying that they found some kind of chassis issue on the car. And he could only do, by the way, 240. he couldn't go more than that, otherwise the car started to get out of shape. So, and in fact, it wasn't the back end that was getting out of shape on a rear-wheel drive. It was the front that got light. So I'm not quite sure how they're going to remedy that, but needless to say, didn't have too much of an issue. His closest rivals ended up on the sideline. Neil hung on, and he took the victory in Class A ahead of Fabio Fedetta.
Again, quite a dominant victory at that, 13.9 seconds. So a good job there for Bob Neal, the ever-consistent Bob Neal, in that very, very well-prepared car.
Up next, of course, we've got Class B that was won out by Carlo Garbini. The German came through for second, and he was just ahead of JP Nokia. A little bit of problems here in the closing stages as well for the 7-7, pulling to the sideline. Gary Martins, I think we just saw go across the line there for Class C's win in the diesel. So he wins out over Devon Robinson and Jan Everstein. And then in Class D, Claudio Jardim beating out Economides and Nick Herbst. Nick Herbst is normally alongside me, so he's going to be shouting at you for jumping onto his microphone. But hey, listen,
he's out
you can't do both.
I'll swap with him at the drop of a hat. I'll go out there at any moment.
I think we both would enjoy that day.
And then the Class E one going to, I think it was Andrea Cavalieri taking, it was Eddie Rodriguez taking the Class E win in the 77 car. So.
I think right in the last closing stages there, though, Sean Dodd put in a lap of note, and he just squeezed through for potential victory in Class E. But we'll get confirmation of that.